Yo neighbors, Baldylocks Reviews. What do you get when you add up number 10, Beachhead, 61, Kamakura, 64, Falcon, and 74, Scrap Iron? 10 plus 61 plus 64 plus 74 equals 209. So then we have to subtract 100 and we get Classified Series number 109, Parth, Wolf Spider, Varma, coming up. Classified Series number 109, Parth, Wolf Spider, Varma. This guy literally just leaked last week via Bobby B and I think Chaz Giro, but I think it started with Bobby B. He had a contact, oversees it. If you're not following Bobby B's Battlegrounds, I have a link to his channel below. Definitely give him a follow. But anyways, quick as it leaked, that same day, I got a message, and a retailer friend had one available and sent it straight out to me. So, who is Parth Wolf Spider Varma? He is a brand new character. Here's his artwork here. I'm assuming he's a Walmart exclusive Night Force. Assuming he'll be announced during the Walmart Collector Con this fall. See here, he's 109. On the side, here he is with his loadout, and then an up-close shot of his artwork. So who is this character? No one knows. He's a brand new character, which is very exciting to me. The fact that they're now going to introduce some new characters, but I kind of feel like there's a reason we're getting a new character here. But before I get into that, let's just go over his name so we can get kind of an idea of who he is. Parth Varma is an Indian name. The first name Parth actually means prince or king, and it comes from the Indian epic, and I hope I don't say this wrong. I've heard it said a couple different ways. Mahabharut or Mahabharuta. It's an Indian epic. Parth is the name of King Arjun, and his name literally means person who never misses his target. So that would make sense. And the definition for Varma is armor or protection. So that would make sense. Now, before we open them up, the reason I brought out these other characters is this is a mix of these characters here. I'm basing this all off of the photos that leaked last week, but his body appears to be Scrap Iron. His web gear loadout appears to be Beachhead. His weapons appear to be Falcons, and his head appears to be Kamacuras. So it's like a Frankenstein. And then I'm just going to add this in here because if you look at the artwork here, it looks like his boot is supposed to be Dusty's. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like Dusty's boot in the picture. But the pictures I've seen online, it's all Scrap Iron's body. So let's pop him open, see how he looks, and see how much of this I got right. I think I got it all right. That's when you get really creative with the reuse of molds. Again, I appreciate if you can take existing mold, existing pieces, and change them up to make a whole new character. It's totally worth it. This is what we did when we were kids. How many of us took apart all our O-ring characters and made our own? This is what they're doing. Here's the Foot Locker Parth Wolf Spider Varma, number 109. Again, I don't use these. It's a great idea. It's just not something I use. We're back to the plastic holders. Again, I think this is just faster than doing the rope thing. I love the use of the artwork in the background. So unfortunately, not a lot of info out on this guy just yet. I don't know who the artist is, so I won't highlight the artist this time, but once I find out, I will put a link to the artist's Instagram in the description below. But yeah, what do you guys think? This guy's very cool looking. Again, it is, you can see right here that on the legs, this is Scrap Iron. Arms, that is Scrap Iron. The web gear is Beachhead. You can see right here on the back, web gear on the side, the holsters. That is Kamakura's head. So this is a Frankenstein of a character, but done in such a good way. He looks really good. He's stiff, which is good. Has all the articulation that we know in Classified. So again, I think the boots were supposed to be Dusty's when you look at the artwork, but they are Scrap Iron's boots. And finally, this is where Lieutenant Falcon comes into play. For the most part, Parth's loadout is all Lieutenant Falcon. So, here's what I think happened. We were supposed to get Falcon Night Force, but because of that mug and all the fans not liking that head sculpt, I'm just throwing this out there. I think they did away with Falcon Night Force and they gave us a whole new character. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm a little to conspiracy theory. I really do think that based on the feedback they got off of this mug, that they scrapped Night Force Falcon and they gave us our new character here, Wolf Spider. I mean, I prefer this for sure. But Falcon still comes into play big time here. We get the same backpack, just recolored in Night Force colors. Looks like this time the antenna was separate. Looks pretty good in this color scheme. We get Beachhead's gun. I know that most people are not a fan of this thing. It doesn't bother me. This usually just sits in his holster, but that is Beachhead's gun. Just like it does for Beachhead, it slides right in. We get almost the same exact knife. It looks a little bit different, a little duller than what came with Falcon. That slides right into the backpack. I used the wrong backpack. There you go. Slides right into the backpack. You get a Night Force version of Falcon's gun. Looks like they put it on backwards. Let's just fix that real quick. So it folds up just like it does for Falcon, but it's basically just a dull, dark color with a little bit of pop for the shells there. And then you get this brand new helmet. This thing is very cool looking. I wonder if it fits on Falcon's head. Really cool looking, really nice design here. This piece doesn't look like it comes apart, so I'm assuming you're going to have to take the head off. The strap does fit or sit right on his chins. Little weird design, but by doing that, it's very clean looking, but some assembly is required. I do like how they continue with these night vision goggles. This is a cool looking set. It still has like the reflective metallic paint on the front. So when you're putting this together, just keep in mind that does go on like this so that it's facing outward and not towards his face. And again, with new accessories and new loadouts, new color scheme, you have a whole new character. I mean, they even did a really nice logo there with the wolf spider. That came out really nice. And then again, to follow along with the Night Force theme, where it looks like they're fighting the mole rats, they got the gas mask here. A little bit different looking than what we're used to. Doesn't look like it would fit with the helmet on. Maybe? I don't know. Let's try it. That's a hard no. You're not going to be able to get the gas mask on with the helmet. But I don't think you need to. I mean, look at how cool looking that is. Imagine that guy coming at you at nighttime. I'm still not a fan of Falcon's backpack here. It just seems a little too top heavy. I mean, he stands fine, no problem. But you can see, I mean, if you have Falcon, you know over time, he's going to fall over. And that was no time at all. There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't think I had him standing right. But one nice little addition is we get actual rope with this character. So when your dragonfly comes in, he's ready to go. Now I'm just going to loop it over the side here. I do like the subtle day glow on the shells there. I don't know. I think it's a really cool looking figure. I know a lot of people say, oh, in a real world scenario, why would you have this yellow? Well, it really has to go with, it matches the dragonfly. It complements the color scheme of the dragonfly. There's some yellow in there. The dragonfly has a couple Night Force members, so this is what they're going for here. I imagine you could troop build this, but now that he's got his own name, for me, it's a one and done character, but you could probably get a few, switch up their masks. He is a fun looking character. I think they did a nice job mixing this up. Let's put his helmet back on. So it looks like it's easier just to come in the front here and then lift the strap up onto his chin. That'll be a lot easier, trust me. So there we go. Parth, Wolf Spider, Varma. I think Parth is a really, really unique looking mashup. He's a Frankenstein of existing Joe molds, and I think they did a nice job. I really like how this one came out. Do you think you're going to pick it up? Is it crazy that it just leaked last week and retailers are already shipping this out? Retailers overseas. Do you think you're going to pick them up? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks to B's Battleground for alerting us of this character last week. I wouldn't be shocked if he already has this in a video out there. I think I take longer to put my videos together. I imagine we're all going to see these much sooner than you realize. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll throw them up on the Lazy Susan and have a good weekend.